Welcome back, weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for asking. As you can see, I've got an Azure Beauty Dip Kit, and I am so excited. Azure actually reached out to me, asked me if they could send me one of their dip kits, wanted to sponsor a video, and I'm like, heck yes. I have been using and loving the Azure Beauty Dip liquids for what seems like forever. You guys know I preach about it, and they sent me over one of their dip kits, and let's just say I was not disappointed. So here is everything you get in the kit. This is a massive dip kit. It comes with instructions, of course. It also comes with replacement brush heads. It comes with a massive amount of dip powder, but we'll get there in just a sec. These brushes are really nice, by the way. They're really thin. They're not bulky like some brushes can be. So you get all your liquids. You also get a nail file, a buffer block. This buffer is amazing, by the way. You get a dip tray in case you want to do the pour over method. I'm not going to use it today, but I will be keeping it because y'all know I love a good pour over. You also get a dusty, offy brushy, which you will see me use. I'm going to figure out what colors I want. I did include a photo of all the colors swatched out for you guys so you can see exactly what you're getting. Now, as you're going to see, the colors I chose are not exactly what I would typically go for. This is definitely my pretty princess moment, but I'm not mad at all. I actually really fell in love with this set. I love it literally with my whole entire heart. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to leave everything linked down below in case you want to grab anything for yourself. And thank you to Azure for sponsoring today's video. I super appreciate you. Per usual, I'm going to be using the Azure Beauty Dip liquids. Y'all know. If you know, you know. And we're going to get into this first color. This is going to be a real-time dip application. I am not going to speed through any of the process. Yes, it's going to be a lengthier video, but you guys seem to really enjoy my last real-time video, so I figured I would do that again today, and I'll give you some tips and tricks along the way, including how to troubleshoot your dip top coat, because I know that can be a challenge for some of you guys. And yes, I'm doing the dip top coat method today. So we're going to get right into application. My normal dip application is regular dips. I'm not doing like an apex method or anything like that because my nails are super short. I know they look long. I have, I don't know, abnormally long nail beds, but my nails are really quite short, so I don't need to build an apex. If you do, you totally can. I'll leave that video up in the cards, but I'm going to do 2 dips on these first 2 nails in the solid pink color from cuticle to free edge. You want to make sure you're keeping this dip base coat off your skin out of your cuticle area. I like to start kind of in the center of the nail with my application. That way I'm not starting at the cuticle area. That's going to reduce your risk of flooding and leaking into your cuticle area, which is a pain in the butt to clean out. I am using an orange wood stick to run around the cuticle area and into the sidewalls. This is going to clean up any excess powder that might have leaked into there before I dust off any excess. That'll make life a little bit easier for you later on when it comes to filing and buffing. I will not be filing and buffing in this video. I know, I'm sorry. I have to have my hands up in my face. I'm 41, okay? I'm old. I have to have my hands in my face when I'm filing, so I'm not going to be filing on camera today, but if you want to see how I do that, I'll leave that up in the cards. I'm going to move on with dip number 2. Oh, something I also really appreciate about the Azure Beauty Dip Kit, they include a clear. I know, I'm so excited. So I'm going to be using that clear also in the video. I have 0 complaints. Everything applied beautifully. Everything cured perfectly. I heart Azure. I really do. I've been using their products for quite some time, so when they reached out to me, I could not contain my excitement. I was so happy. We're going to get into our second coat. Wait till you guys see the glitters, though. I'm usually not a glitter girl. Y'all know I'm not the glitter girl. So why I chose 2 for today's video is so far beyond my own comprehension. I don't know what malfunction I had in my head that day, but again, I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. I actually really love this set. I was upset I had to use peel base on it because I would have kept this one on for a minute. I liked it a lot. You guys will have to let me know what you think. And let me know if you have tried Azure products. If you have heard me rant and rave about the Azure Beauty liquids and you grab them, let me know what you think about them. And let me know what you think about the powders if you tried them too. If not, Great opportunity to pick something up, just saying. So if you are new here and you haven't heard me rant and rave about anything, hi, I'm Marla Chris. Thank you for being here. I do nail content on this channel twice a week, every week, Mondays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. Eastern time. I would love for you to stick around and subscribe unless you have commitment issues, in which case, that's cool. I mean, I've been there. I will judge you a little bit. Secretly behind your back, never to your face. If you want to give this video a thumbs up, it really helps out my channel. And feel free to leave me comment, questions, whatever you got down in the comments section. I'd be happy to answer it for you. So as mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and do a full dip into clear. This is going to add a layer of strength to the nail. It's also going to protect the color when you go to file and buff later. So once I get the clear on, I'm going to activate those two nails. I like to activate as I go. That way, by the time I'm done doing my fifth nail, the first one I did is already ready to file, and I don't have to sit here and wait. That's just my thing. You don't have to do that. You do whatever makes your heart happy. But that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And when I come back, we're going to get into the glitters. And oh my God, y'all, just wait. So as you can see, we are looking beautiful, but we're going to get even more beautiful when I get into this glitter and the next glitter. They are both so sickeningly stunning on the nail. Glitter's a thing, okay? Not a lot of companies can do glitter justice. I have used some not great glitters where the base is clear and there's way too much clear and not enough glitter, and it looks very sparse and not, I don't know, maybe that's cool for some people, and if that's your jam, please don't let me affect what you want to do, because that's fine. But for me, I like a pretty packed glitter. I want to see that glitter. I want a whole disco ball on my nail, and this glitter did not disappoint. Look at this. It is so freaking gorgeous, and these glitters are so microscopically teeny tiny. I mean, you're going to see me attempt to pat them down, but you don't have to. You really don't. You don't need to lay into this. Even the silver glitter, which you're going to see here in a little bit, which is a chunkier glitter. And when I say chunky, it's not, but it is. Like, there are micro glitters and teeny tiny glitters, but they apply so easily. They really do. You don't have to fuss with these at all. And I did 2 full dips of both glitters. And as you're going to see, I'm going to show you all the angles and stuff later. They are not thick. They are not bulky. They just applied and laid so beautifully, so thin, so flush. And I didn't have to mess with anything. Nothing. These are some of the easiest glitters that I have ever used ever in my life, and I would absolutely reach for them again. Typically, when I get sent a lot of product like this, I put them all into a donate bin, and I will donate them to my local women's shelter, because I cannot possibly keep all these dip powders. I would end up on an episode of Hoarders, and while that might be really entertaining for some of you, I would not be happy about it. So typically I will donate a lot of stuff. These, however, I am not donating. I know I am selfish and greedy and needy, but I can't part with these, which is so weird for me. If y'all know me, you know what a big deal it is for me to actually keep dip powder in my house. These I will be keeping and reaching for because they're so stinking gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm applying these just like I would if they were regular non-glitter dip powders. I am not doing anything different. If you're using a super chunky glitter, I would probably do things in a little bit of a different fashion. I'll leave a glitter video up in the cards for you to reference and check out if that's what you want to do. But these applied just so easily. I didn't need to do anything different. I'm doing the same exact thing that I do for flat colors. So I'm going to finish up this glitter. I'm going to go ahead and cap this glitter in clear. I'm clapping. I'm capping everything in clear. Clear is something that I wouldn't say is 1000% necessary all the time. However, when you're using glitters, the last thing you want to do is file into one of those glitters, and then it just looks kind of off. The inside of glitters is typically silver, just the outside is colored. So that can kind of disturb the entire look that you're going for. So clear, I find, is a necessity when over anything glitter. So that's a step I'm going to advise you not to skip. If you don't want to cap in clear over your flat colors, that is probably optional, although it does protect your color from filing and buffing. Sometimes your color can get patchy or uneven looking if you're filing over it in excess. But if you don't need a lot of filing, you're probably fine. However, over glitters, I would absolutely recommend capping in clear. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to get into the silver. So I capped in clear. I went ahead and activated those nails. Now we're going to get into the accent nail, I guess, although most of them are accent nails today. This silver glitter, not only is it so easy to work with, and by the way, Azure doesn't pay me to say things, okay? They didn't give me a script. This is all my own opinion. No company could pay me to say things that I don't believe wholeheartedly. Just for the record, I am literally this obsessed. Anyway, this silver glitter, absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot believe how easy it was to work with. If you've been on the struggle bus with glitters, this might be your saving grace. This might completely change your mind. It completely changed mine because, as mentioned, not a glitter girl at all. It's just a pain in the ass sometimes. It can be very thick, very bulky on the nail, tough to file. You got to cover it up with a whole lot of clear, but this one was so easy to work with and absolutely stunning. I am tapping down slightly, even though, again, I did not need to. It's like the glitters just know where to go, and it made life so much easier. Wait till you see the end result, though. The clear was clearing, okay? It was doing its job. The glitter was glittering. Everything just worked out so beautifully. This was one of those just kismet moments where the stars aligned and everything was as it should be. I don't like using the P word very often. Y'all know I think perfection is an illusion, but this set was so close to perfect, as perfect as I've gotten to perfection in a very long time, and I am so here for it. So I'm going to go ahead and do another coat. If you ever are using glitters or shimmers or what have you, and you wind up getting glitter stuck in your base brush, super easy fix. You can clean it off on a paper towel in between nails so it doesn't contaminate the rest of your liquid. Or if it's really in there, take your orange wood stick, toothpick, whatever, just kind of pick it out on a paper towel and then put it back in the bottle. It's not going to ruin everything, I promise, but it can be a pain in the ass later if you don't get all that glitter out. You don't want it to contaminate another manicure at some point down the line. So I'm going to finish up this, just look at it. Look at it. It's so pretty. I'm going to finish this up, cap and clear, activate that. I'm going to file and buff off camera. And when I come back, we're going to talk about the dip top coat. When I tell you it took me literally 2 minutes to file and shape and buff this set, I'm not lying. Okay? Effortless. Absolutely effortless. I'm so happy with this set. I sound like a broken record. I know, I'm sorry. So dip top coat. The first step to dip top coat is activator. Activator's only job is to dry the dip base and the dip top. You need that for the dip base / dip top to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and apply activator to every nail, and I'm going to let that sit there for about 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, I am going to take a lint-free wipe. You can take a paper towel, whatever you have handy, and we're going to essentially remove whatever excess activator is on the nail surface. It looks like and feels like I'm rubbing it in, but what I'm doing is taking off excess activator. If you have too much activator on the nail when you go to top coat, you can contaminate your top coat brush, and you're not going to be happy after that. So do not skip this step. It is imperative. This is my no-fail top coat routine, and you're going to see how it works out later. Once you have the excess removed, we're going to go in with the top coat. Top coat is so specific, okay? We're going to do 3-ish quick strokes across the entire nail and then wipe off the brush on the paper towel before we go back in the bottle and move on to the next nail. This is imperative, again, because if you leave activator residue on that brush, it'll harden your brush, and if the brush goes back in the bottle, you're going to contaminate the whole bottle, and you're not going to be happy. If you know, you know. So I'm going to move on and do that for every single nail. A few quick strokes on the nail. You do not want to over manipulate dip top coat because it does air dry. So while you're manipulating it, it is starting already to dry down. So this is where you want to just 2 or 3 quick swipes, wipe off the brush, back in the bottle. We're not going for perfection here, okay? Even in the second coat, because we're doing 2 full coats of this, I don't know what the science is. I don't know how it maths, but it just works the way it works. So when you do your second coat, as you're going to see here in a minute, you can take a little bit more time because we're not super concerned about the activator, but you still don't want to over manipulate this because it is an air dry product. So my second coat is going to be exactly the same as the first. I'm not doing too many strokes. I'm going to cap my free edge to seal everything in, wipe off the brush, back in the bottle and repeat that for all of the nails. Once you are done, we're going to let this sit and air dry. You're not going to move. You're not going to breathe. You're going to breathe. Just don't breathe on the nails. This is not the time to scratch your itch or to get up and go to the bathroom. Wait just 2 minutes for this to completely dry down, and then you're going to be done. So I sat for about 2 minutes. I'm going to test the waters real quick, just ever so gently. And they are all perfectly dry, perfectly glossy. This top coat, I'm using, by the way, the 2-in-1 base and top coat that I use all the time by Azure, and it never fails me. I love it so much. There is a reason why I rave about these dip liquids. I don't know what science they use, but I'm here for all of it. I did get up and wash my hands, as I do per my usual, and here is the finished look. I could not be more in love. I'm obsessed. I love this set literally with my whole entire heart. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. Thank you again to Azure for sponsoring today's video. If you made it to the end of the video, I super appreciate you. Please leave me your favorite pink emoji down in the comment section so I know who made it to the end. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.